Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. I am here once more. Today is 11th March of 2024. And as you all know, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Day in Biafra land. And we call it Sit at Home. My people, join me. Biafra is our religion, and the gospel must continue. Before I go ahead, I have to pray and thank God. Almighty Father, merciful God, I thank and glorify your name. Merciful Father, in everything we do, we place you first because you are the beginning, the middle, and the end. I commit my great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency, the Lion of Africa, the Lion of Biafra. I commit him into your holy hands, my Lord, and we want him released. God, is only you who can do that for us because you are a nice and wonderful God. I commit my Prime Minister, Mmeji Agbuagu, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. I commit him into your holy hands and all Biafrans all over the world. He say, my people, today in Biafra land is a sit at home, a day that you will not see any transport, public or private, living or coming into Biafra land. Our people keep it holy for our Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is a success, and it will continue to be successful until the zoo releases our leader from DSS dungeon. It was a very huge success. No public transport will come from either Kano or Kaduna or wherever to Biafra land. And it doesn't happen, my people. So join me so that we will continue. Onyendu, our leader, you know, he is always in our mind. So I will always play his voice first for a start. Listen to it. Simon Ekpa, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He's doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job. You must listen and share this video. Hello, my wonderful sister. Thank you, Diane, for joining me. Welcome to the program, Sister Betty and the genuine Biafra family. Biafra lives matter. So Biafra first. Thank you, my wonderful sister, for that submission. That is the way it is, and that is the way it will continue to be. Thank you for joining. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He's doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job. You must listen and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to it. Very, very important. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa. So, my people, without wasting time, I will have to delve into the matter because the parents will be so worthless. Yeah, there's another video where Onyendu was almost advising the zoo, but you know they never listen.
So let me play it. Onyendu's voice is always sounding as it is, and you can never miss it.
Pressure on the zoo currency, Naira, as market loses $800 million that could have gone into free education. They have squandered. That is why they say, oh, your market, I told you, oh, I'm gambling. They have lost $800 million in the zoo. Will it matter? The answer is no. Does it affect you? The answer is no. It doesn't. But the time you will know is when you go back and they say that 200 naira can no longer buy you pure water anymore. Then you will understand that something has gone seriously wrong. As those in Russia were complaining, you not just need wheelbarrow to carry naira, you need gongoro to carry it because the currency will be so worthless.
Yes. Is it not happening today? It is happening, of course. When Onyendu tells us anything, do not joke with it because it will surely come to pass. Onyendu is the man that saw yesterday, he sees tomorrow, and he continues to see what is going on. You know, yesterday, when we are here crying about our freedom, we always have people coming in here calling us Biafran, Bia this, Bia that. But yesterday, which is Sunday, it's just that I cannot bring out the picture, to show you people. But I will show you the voice of a reporter. And that place is not in the southeast. It is in the middle belt. And these people, I don't know what their offenses are. That every week, these people are being pied like they are buying chicken. Let me play the voice.
On the morning, Adamatuse, a village in Kaduna.
Hello, my wonderful brother. Thank you for joining. Love, love, and thumbs up and stars. Oh my God. I love you so much. Thank you for joining. I was telling my sister Diane, because she's the early bird, how yesterday morning, 10th Sunday morning, they went to buy people. So I have the report here before I go to the main news of today. Meanwhile, the sit at home was successful as usual. You know, somebody from Biafra told me the day he called me, he said, do you know that even as a civil servant on Mondays, I don't feel like going to work anymore. So we are keeping watch for Onyendu to come back, and we can never stop until Onyendu is released. In Biafra land, they don't go to work. Some people will come and bring old market people and videos showing you, oh, we are lying, that there's market. Of course, there is market, and they took the pictures, but it's not today's video. Those people are the IPOB Nigeria, who is countering everything that we are doing. So they will always bring that. Every Monday they sit at home. They enjoy it now. Even if our prime minister said to them to stop, as long as Onyendu has not been released, they will not stop. I'm telling you. So this place now is not Biafra land. But look at what happened yesterday morning.
Adamatuse, a village in Kaduna local government area of Kaduna State, is now a shadow of itself after a deadly attack by bandits on Sunday morning. According to a resident who spoke to AIT, the bandits besieged the village around 6 o'clock, catching many in their beds. Having laid ambushes in all directions, they began shooting sporadically, leaving villagers no room to escape. At least 11 persons were reported dead, 28 houses razed, and food items and other property burnt to ashes. Early on Sunday morning, around 6 a.m., we were just sitting. Then we heard gunshots from all directions in our village. Any direction you try to run to for escape, there was sound of gunshots. And so there was nowhere to run to for escape. The Catholic priest of St. Julius Adamaduse, Reverend Father Emmanuel Opara, explained that timely military intervention prevented a worse situation.
So when they came, it helped the community to have some relief. It will be worse than this.
Catholic Archbishop of Kaduna Archdiocese, Most Reverend Matthew Ndagoso, condoled the villagers through the Dean of Remountainary, Very Reverend Daniel Kiyon, urged the government to fulfill its responsibility, securing lives and property.
We're going to pray with them. We're going to identify with them. We're going to help them. So the chairman of the local government, the governor of Kaduna State should come. Whether they will come in person or the same delegate, what is important is that they should come and see what has happened.
The 11 persons who lost their lives in the onslaught were buried in a mass grave. Those with injuries have been taken to the hospital for treatment, while some of the villagers are fleeing for fear of possible attack. Abimade Moses, AIT News, Adamaduse, a village in.
Have you heard it, my people? You see, when things like this, are happening and no one is coming to their rescue, you will quickly realize that, Biafrans are not lying after all for what they have been going through. Whenever anything happens in the Muslim world, they will take to Biafrans since 1960 till now. We have been suffering in their hands. But tell me what these poor villagers in Kaduna have done to them. Secondly, that is not Southeast. Because if it is Southeast, they will say, hey, Southeasterners, they have come again with their lies. But this is AIT News. For AIT to report this, because I was talking to somebody this afternoon from the zoo, the person said that the news we know about, that they don't even hear it, because the gutter medias have all been silenced. They cannot talk. That's why we take time to go through all these researches, bring out information to let our people know and be on guard. Security alert. Yes, this is it. There's another Breji Media Brothers news that I would like you to listen to. And you will hear, first of all, the voice of our Prime Minister, what he said then.
A human being, his life is the thing. You have to think to another destination. Despite the support of Britain, Russia, Egypt, and some other friends of Nigeria, we will surely come out as a nation because we are fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation.
Yes.
And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency Mazi Ekpa Simon and Joko. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the media team, government officials, ministers, cabinet members, entire Biafra people and the lovers of Biafra. Welcome you all people today. As you all know, we are at war. And at the same time, it's our responsibility as a government to protect our people, our women and children. Entire Nigeria has been ravaged with terrorist attack.
Please, Sonny or Diane, is the voice coming out clearly? Please, can I just have yes or no? Thank you.
Upsurge of the terrorists all over Nigeria is a thing of concern. We will continue to provide adequate support to the Biafra Liberation Army. We will continue to provide arms and ammunition to make sure that the presence of Biafra Liberation Army is felt and very effective all over Biafra land. I watched a video of the recent attack by the terrorists being aided and abetted by the Nigeria terrorist state, somewhere in Benue State, in Kaduna State, in Adamawa State, in Katsina State, and many parts of northern Nigeria. It breaks my heart because these people that are getting killed are women and children. These attacks must be condemned, not just only condemning them, but also actions must follow. We in Biafra land and the Biafra government, we are also battling these terrorists coming in the name of Nigeria Army, Nigeria Police, DSS, and what have you. And we'll continue to engage them. For that reason, our resources are limited to extending it to other parts of indigenous nationalities within Nigeria, except at the current and the present time when we have alliance with the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt Alliance we announced a few weeks ago, and ever since then, we have been on top of this particular game, making sure that that particular defense in Middle Belt will be activated as soon as possible. And in the coming days or weeks, we will get to that particular point where the activities of the Biafra Liberation Army in collaboration with the Middle Belt will be felt by the enemy. I welcome all of you to this evening donation and fundraising. Remember, Biafra Liberation Army is the only hope you have. We have also seen in recent days the propaganda that the enemies of our freedom has been piloting and pushing to the social media. The propaganda of Mother Valley, ESN, according to how they call it, invented. I really didn't know what to respond to those videos and many of the things that they have displayed on social media, as it has nothing to do with us. And I said any day they mention Biafra Liberation Army, that's when I am going to address them. So far, so good. Such thing has not happened. But you can see that many of the people posting it on social media are saying Simon Ekpa criminals have been busted, the camp has been destroyed, and what have you. But the same people have told their gullible followers how Simon Ekpa is the enemy, is the agent of Nigeria government. The same people are now sharing a video of the terrorists burning tent in the bush and telling you they have invaded the ESN Mother Valley. According to them, these are the people who also tell you how Simon Ekpa and his criminal, according to how they call it, are working for the Nigeria government. The same Nigeria government now, they are promoting the propaganda video they are sharing on social media. And I challenge them If they claim to have attacked the Mother Valley and succeeded, can they go back there and make videos? Because if you have attacked the valley, and according to you, you made a video of tent that were burnt, can you go back there and occupy it? Go back there and occupy the place you have conquered and burnt it. But you know, I will leave it because they know what they are going through, and they know the reality, and they know the truth. Those enemies within, you can never see them again. Thank you.
My people, my Biafran people, now how on a day I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, na Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendu Mazenam the Kano. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless the Prime Minister, His Excellency. Yes, and Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the great job Simon is doing. Simon, we want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, today is a good one. We have heard from the dragon, where he said, Biafrans will not die again. Go and vote. Our freedom is here. The days they used to kill us, the days the zoo government, their zoo Fulani military and the rest of them, they shoot us, they maim us, they burn our houses, our buildings, they shoot our children with their intestine coming out for the whole world to see, in order to put a fear in the mother, in the family, in the community. Those days are gone, my people. The only way we can stop those days is for us to vote. Go and vote for your liberation, I beg. When you vote for your liberation, it means you now have your destiny in your hands. In the self-referendum, once we vote, say, okay, enough is enough. We are saying we are tired of dying. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired of that zoo called Nigeria. When we say we are tired, we are tired, it means the world will listen to us. As the zoo government, they will know the game has changed. The game don't change, the music don't change, my Prime Minister. I want you all to listen, because you see, when we say this thing, sometimes you guys don't get it. I want us to go and vote, because now you will hear what is happening in Plateau State. Very, very sad. You will hear what is still happening in.
Remember, my people, hello, Henry, thank you for joining. You remember, my people, that the first one I showed, the first video, that one was from, from Kaduna State. This one is from Plateau State. And all these videos are here to show the world that is not only in Biafra land that these people invade the whole and the entire country, buying people and killing them.
In Magu, Plateau State, as we speak, because they still believe in Nigeria, they still call on the Nigerian government, they call on the Nigerian, governors, they call on the senators, they call on the Nigerian military to come and save them. That's the biggest mistake they are making. Today, when I go hear from Magu, Plateau State, what is still happening? Very, very, very sad, my people. We must wake up from our slumber. The days of behaving like children, those days are gone. The days of crying to those who are your oppressors, those days are gone, my people. This voting will help us. But now, make we listen to an eyewitness account, message straight from the zoo. Hear the way people of Plateau, they are crying. Hear the way that they cry. If we keep on keeping quiet, it will turn to us in the land of Biafra. And when it comes to us, there will be no mercy. I keep saying it. The zoo, they hate us with a passion. And when the cabal and their headsmen take over the land of Biafra, there will be no mercy. No, oh my God, there will be no sympathy from the media. They will not show it. Obigbo was massacred, just like what happened in Plateau, in Magu. Obigbo, oh my God, the heart of the Igbos in the so-called Port Harcourt, River State, it was massacred. They did not show it in that Zoom media. People were being killed. People were being burnt alive. Heads were chopped off in the name of Wike. Wike did what he did, and the Zoom media did not show it. When it comes to the Biafrans, they don't show it. Very, very sad. But right now, make we watch what is happening in Plateau State. Because you zoo people, the zoo, they are only reactionary. When they something on TV, hey, it's bad though, hey, God oh, they call on God. And the next few days, they stop thinking about it again. Now they are watching football, Super Eagles. The zoo, now they are watching Super Eagles. They have forgotten about the killing, the pillaging of the land, the headsmen going into your town. They have forgotten about it. They are saying, up Super Eagles. But for you who are saying up Super Eagles, there is fire on the mountain. I keep crying. I keep shouting from the mountain top. There is fire on the mountain. Make una hear Plateau State. What is still happening in Magu? You are enjoying your football. You are enjoying your soccer. But guess what? People in Magu, they are still crying. They are still in tears. Make una hear when they come. Listen. Watch what is happening in Magu, and this will blow your mind. Listen.
For Laura Johanna, life has become very hard since they renewed the tax on her community in Mangu local government. For a family whose major occupation is agriculture, they are now unable to feed themselves.
We don't have any place to go and farm again. We cannot go to our farms. If we go to our farms, they will start chasing us. We must.
Listen, this happened just yesterday.
My people, you see, they are everywhere. The same yesterday in Kaduna, the same yesterday in Plateau. You know why our people are still watching Super Ego, dancing, doing party all over? It's because of the security that Biafra government in exile provided them. I'm not wishing that they will stop, but if they should stop those security men, the Biafra Liberation Army, I am still coming to that video and to that topic. I have it here, the confession of Chika Edozies. If Biafra government in exile stops Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra resistance fighters, then those Southeasterners, they will see what is called a Fulani attack. They will see it. It's because they are being protected. That's why they still have time to dance around, going to party, watching Super Ego. Once Biafra Liberation Army and Biafra resistance fighters are withdrawn today by our Prime Minister, they will all know what is happening. All those churches, they don't know that it is these people protecting them. They can't come down there. That's why they send the military. And the military believes, oh, because we are in uniform. Nna send the alunu video nke yesterday, unu ga-agbanaka. Ozu ndị military ndị zoo, ọkwa with boot fa na uniform fa, o juru moto. Ka unu wee fụ ife ndị Biafra Liberation Army a na-eme. Ọ bụ na ọ bụrụ fa ndị a na-eme mkpọtụ Simon this, Simon that. Faka ama ife a na-akọ. Because this Biafra Liberation Army, ejiro fe egwu, you know, fano katafeje with a picture, fake picture, bịa na-egosisi no ndị otu Simon na-egbusi gofa. These people are really I think this year they have geared up. I pity Plateau people and Kaduna people. Honestly, you heard it here. Our Prime Minister said that his sympathy goes to their families because it's too much.
This woman, she's crying. A resident from Magu, she's crying here. Say, we cannot go back to our farms. We cannot go back to our place. Whenever we go to the farms, they come with machetes. Oh my God, have mercy. They machete them. They chase them. Hear the voice from this, our sister here. Plateau State. You all saw what happened in Christmas, and now you are watching Super Eagles. You are pretending as if the problem has solved. But what they did was the first phase. They come with their headsmen, their Boko Haram, their ISWAP. They come with the first phase to kill, pillage, and put fear in your body. Now, the moment you run, they will then send their headsmen into your communities to take over your land and rename your land. Hey! What a sacrilege. And as you all know, when you are into business, if you are into farming, you must go to your farm to till the soil, to weed out the soil, and to get your harvest from the farm. For you to go to your farm to even get some few crops, when you go chop as breakfast, as lunch, or dinner, they will chase you with their machetes, they will chase you with their guns, and you will run away. Before you know it, your farm is gone. This is what this girl, she's crying now. Because in Plateau, they don't have what you call a supermarket. They don't have what you call a grocery store where you go and do your shopping every day. In America, those in America and Europe, every weekend you go do your shopping. In Plateau, in some communities, you don't have shopping. Your farm is your shopping. Your farm is your KFC. Oh my God, you guys don't listen. My Lord and my God, have mercy, have mercy. We could not hear this woman, it's a pain person, because in those communities, they don't have takeaway, they don't have fast food, they don't have McDonald's, KFC, they don't have a grocery store where you go and buy your fresh vegetables, your rice, your beans. They don't have that. What they have is their farm. Every day they go to their farm to cut some crops where they will eat for breakfast, to cut some crops that they will eat for lunch, to cut some farm produce, some yam, some plantain from the farm that they will eat for dinner. That is the way they survive in those rural areas, because they are the food basket of that zoo called Nigeria. And now the cabal, their headsmen, they are now in their land. They have taken over the land. They cannot go back to buy food or to cultivate their farm to feed themselves. Do you now get it? This is what they want to do in the land of Biafra. And this is what Simon Ekpa is stopping. Make we hear this girl again. I will allow the video play this time. Make we hear this girl. Listen to her. See the passion from her voice. Very, very sad. This is very, very sad. Make una listen. Very, very. It didn't pay me too much. Listen.
For Laura Johanna, life has become very hard since they renewed attacks on her community in Mangu local government. For a family whose major occupation is agriculture, they are now unable to feed themselves.
We don't have any place to go and farm again. We cannot go to our farms. If we go to our farms, they will start chasing us. We notice, we cause, we cannot do anything.
For other members of similar communities, it is a tale of horror about how they lost loved ones and their livelihood.
Boom. For other members of similar communities, it is a tale of similar horror of how they lost their loved ones and livelihood. For
my people, hello, Ndewo Nwannem Blessing. Thank you for joining. It is very sad when things like this happens. The same yesterday, Sunday morning, attack in Kaduna, attack in, where is it again? Attack in Plateau State. You know, for our Prime Minister to make a speech about it, you know, condoning you know, trying to send a condolence message to the families will show you how serious it is. Because if you see the picture, oh my God, the picture is, the scene is horrible. But, you know, as usual, I don't show such pictures here. What is going on in the zoo is terrible. We show it for the world to know, for the world to see, and for them to know that we have genuine grounds, we the Biafrans in Southeast, for wanting to take our lives. You know, these people, they are all clamoring for government to come and help them. Which government? It is the same government that sponsors these Boko Haram buying people all over the place. They cannot come to your help. You know, they cannot come to your aid. They can have, what do they call it? Give audience to the terrorists instead of having any such audience with people asking for their freedom. They can't, because they are the ones sponsoring them. That's what Gumi said, that they will never stop until the government grants them what they are looking for. And what is that thing that they are looking for? They want the whole country to become what they want us to be, Muslims. How do they think it is possible? Even Muslim countries like Saudi Arabia, you go there, they have different temples, churches in their cities, so that when you are there on tourism, or if you travel there on holidays, you will go to your own religious church to serve and worship. But down here in Africa, we carry everything like gala on our head, you know. So when we are telling the world that we are living, it's good to bring all this news of all these killings and massacre, so that the world will see it. In fact, they know. Because that same day that it was announced that girls were abducted, America wrote Nigeria immediately, offering help, that they can help to get those girls back and to punish the perpetrators. Have you heard any news about it? They will not, because they will not want to disgrace themselves before America, either by going to tell America, yes, so we want you to come and catch the perpetrators. They know them. They will not. Yes, my sister said, but it does not mean they don't have their people abroad, just as we are doing to protect our land and people. Yes, my sister Blessing, our Prime Minister some time ago announced that the people of Benue, you know, are getting into alliance with him, and that they are doing something, working something out together, so that they will have their own security, and Biafra Liberation Army can help them. He said it in this video that I played now. He repeated it. You know, one of our sisters sent me a video. Maybe she is watching. Let me play the video and see what it says.
They drink, they fornicate, they do all the things that all human beings do. So it's not a question of religion. There's no question of anybody being truly a Muslim there. You know, even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my prayer residency would put
brandy or whiskey in the mug and be drinking and they will smoke and all that. So I don't think it's religion. When they started this Sharia, how many of them are obeying the Sharia? How many of them? No, not none of their leaders. So it's not religion per se, but they use religion to deceive people and say Hausas were not Muslims at all. So they say, well, let's give you a superior religion, we'll give you Islam. But that didn't apply to the South because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So truly what we are fighting against, or what is going on, is clash of culture.
And civilizations.
That's right. Not really the Fulani versus the Igbo or the Fulani versus Yoruba.
No.
It's clash of civilizations.
Yes, clash of civilizations and clash of cultures. Yes, you're right.
That means we have not really integrated as a people.
Never. We have never been.
So the word the Nigerian people is a fallacy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because, again, in those days, you will say there have always been Igbo markets, Hausa markets in Enugu. There have always been sabos in Shagamu. But those sabos were occupied by Hausas. Hausas are peaceful people. We traded in Kola North. We did even the few Fulanis that came with them at that time, when you had the Sabo in Shagamu or in Ibadan here, they will still look for one Fulani man and make him their Seriki.
How did the Hausa accept?
They were subdued. They were subdued
despite their large numbers.
Yes, they were subdued. Of course, they killed, they ruined, they extirpated their 7 kingdoms. They killed their 7 rulers and took over under the guise of religion. Another thing they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
But the jihad is over. How come the Hausa man is yet to claim that's Hausaness again?
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the South have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not Northerners, we are Middle Belters.
Well,
we're not Northerners. Don't call us.
My people, let me continue with what we are doing. We are all talking about the same thing. You see, everything that we are saying and letting the world know is what is going on in that zoo. Zoo can never be won. It can never be won. The chaos have started, and it is like a rain falling on every roof in Nigeria. Nobody is happy anymore. Nobody is safe. Now, this religious thing that they are talking about, let me play the video that I saw yesterday in our information minister's Twitter handle about one of them who was inciting their people in the mosque during the election that Obi is not good for them, that Obi is a core Biafran. Now, hear what he said this recently.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are watching this video. The title of this video and outing is Nigerians and 1914 Ghosts. 1914 may be recalled as that year when people of Nigeria with different history, with different geography, with different upbringing, different set of beliefs, different idiosyncrasies, were lumped together, forced together, and fused together by force by the colonial masters to create a country.
Have you heard it? That we were lumped together, forced together by colonialists. He's a Fulani man. Is he now believing it? Or is he telling us Let's listen to him.
Called Nigeria without wider consultation, without consulting anybody. Indeed, if there was any consultation, it was a consultation personified in secrecy, such that we knew those who opposed that.
Consultation personified in secrecy. Now they are believing, you see, everything that our Onyendu said in the past, it is now all coming out from their own mouths.
The mission and form of Nigeria.
And that was the only offense of Onyendu. Everybody now concurs to what Onyendu said that made them to bring him and imprison him. But this one now, who will abduct him or arrest him and put him in DSS dungeon for saying what he's saying now? All these things they are all saying was what Onyendu said in the past that really put them in fear. Now they are all confessing it.
Saw what they saw then, knew what they knew then, and we are now seeing the repercussion. All the vibrations, all the violence all over the country, all the killings, all the maimings would have been completely avoidable if there was no 1914.
You see, he said all the killings, all the persecutions would have been avoided. And wouldn't it have been avoided if they had allowed referendum that they removed from the constitution to remain there? If this man, who is a Muslim cleric, had he told Buhari this, or tell that to his brother Shetima and Magu, all these people that were there, and Kwankwaso and all of them, why didn't he tell them this? So that they will all stop their evil hatred on Biafrans. But look at what he's saying. You see?
Saw what they saw then, knew what they knew then, and we are now seeing the repercussion. All the vibrations, all the violence all over the country, all the killings, all the maimings would have been completely avoidable if there was no 1914. And it is.
You see, he is going back to 1914, 114 years ago. 114 years ago, he is going back then. But Onyendu only started with referendum, asking them for there to be a peaceful separation because Nigeria can never work as one. Yes, my sister Blessing, he said, can you imagine? So you are just knowing now that we are not one Nigeria because your terrorists are collecting vote. Exactly. That is the only reason he is going back to 1914, because they are not able to break through. They thought that Nigeria is Afghanistan or Cyprus or Syria, where they go to buy people anyhow, because especially it's only Biafrans that are giving them this tough time. Because every day in Plateau and Kaduna and Nasarawa, they will be behaving as they like. It's only in Biafra. They can't break us. They are really collecting vote. Yes. That's why even when they use their takia to tell you that the terrorists have now repented, give them military uniform, they still collect it. Yes, my sister. It's because they can't break through, and they will never break into Biafra land. They will never.
It's impossible to reverse it back. If there was no 1914, there would have been no civil war at all. It would have been uncalled for. There would have been no mass murders all over the country. There would have been no armed robbers.
He is the one saying it, oh, not me. That there would have been no mass murder all over the country. So the world, I hope you people are hearing, I'm speaking this one in English. not in my language. Ndị be anyị ọkwa unu na-anụ? Ọ sị na ọ bụ na ka m na-akpọkwa o nwoke a mkpọrọ unu. If I play for you people what he said during the election about voting for Peter Obi, that Obi is a core Biafran, is here, but it's a waste of our time.
There would have been no civil war at all. It would have been uncalled for. There would have been no mass murders all over the country. There would have been no armed robbers naming all over the country. There may have been no Boko Haram, no embassy. There may have been no OPC. There would have been no and no and no and no. All these negative happenings, all these uncertainties are byproducts of 1914. A year that will remain.
Have you heard it? That all these happenings are mere byproduct of amalgamating Nigeria as one. Byproduct. Really? This is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talking. Oh. He is not the one talking, oh, not me talking. It is the Fulani man himself. Let's keep hearing him.
In the minds of so many people in the history books, as they are, when Nigeria was formed and the same year Nigeria was destroyed. If we want peace.
Have you heard that? That the same day Nigeria was formed was the same day it was destroyed. Yes. People who don't have common culture, common tradition, common ideology, why merge them together?
For ourselves, security for our country, tranquility for our heart and soul. It is time to rethink 1914, abandon all the fabrics of 1914, think, act, and behave wisely before it is too late. I leave you in peace.
You see? He should go and tell that to his brothers, that they should think wisely until it becomes too late. My people, Onyendu said it, that time is coming when Somalia will be better than the zoo. They are now saying it by themselves. Everything Onyendu said, they have all come to pass. Yes, except one thing, our Biafra, and it's coming this year. Please, my people, let us not forget to vote for our self-referendum. Make little contribution as much as you could, even if it is $1. Little drops of rain makes an ocean. Please, my people, it's good to play this type of thing for people to know and for the world to hear that if there was no 1914 amalgamation, that there wouldn't have been massacre, there wouldn't have been war in the first place in 1967 to 70. He said it would have been uncalled for. You see, all these things were the things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. And they got so scared and grabbed him from Kenya, an innocent man. He should tell this to Gumi, his brother. I beg your pardon. Gumi is the man that is now peddling the news around that his people, there must be dialogue. Dialogue with terrorists. That government should ask them what they need and give it to them before abduction of children from school will stop. This is the man he should be telling this. Yes, these are his brothers, but I think he is speaking up for Gumi and the rest to know. So my people, according to the title of this program today, Chika Edozies of DOS, his confession. Let me play it so that you people will hear it. At least if you can't see the video, you know Chika Edozies' voice.
He came to us and
he said that they came to us. Listen.
Told us, they came to us and said we should, the governors came, not the army now. The governors came and said,
did you hear that? He said the governors came, not the army now, which means they are working with both the army and the governors. These are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were working with. And you could see some of our gullible Biafrans fighting and dying for these people. That they are the ones Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established. Of course, he established them when Onyendu was caught. The first week, Onyendu gave them instruction to allow our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, to take over the broadcasting in the Radio Biafra. They refused. So everybody was sheepishly following them. I don't know, some of you must have heard when Nelly came to our Prime Minister's platform just like this and was crying, asking Simon to help her. Now, the same group of people are now telling you, let me play it back a little bit.
They told us, they came to us and said we should, the governors came, not the army now. The governors came and said we should hand over Eastern Security Network to them so that they will be paying these young men salaries and put them on salary scale and the rest of it. And now they feel that they have gotten all they want. These men, this camp has become the expendable for them. Now they were able suddenly to be able to go in and attack and destroy this. Of course, it's good that they took away these villains that had been, causing a lot of trouble for the Biafran people. But that is,
last week I played the voice of Biafra Unite on this platform, where they said that they went to ESN and the Biafra Liberation Army camp to go and buy them. And our Prime Minister was saying that that is not the camp of Biafra Liberation Army. They can't go close there. But look at what happened that Chika Edozies is talking about. You see it? So the governors told them, he said not the military this time, which means they are working with both the military and with the governors. The governors, the gullible, the enabling governors, enablers, that's what they are, told this IPOB Nigeria that they want to put ESN in their payroll, to be paying them, not knowing that they are deceiving them. So the deceit is going both ways. Because when our Prime Minister, established a Biafra Liberation Army, he took the ESN, the original ESN that Onyendu formed, and merged them with the Biafra Liberation Army. So these ones went and recruited, our boys, most of them, some people are very hungry. They went and recruited another people, calling them ESN. Recently, they were killing cows in the bushes and were showing presence of ESN. ESN is no longer there because they use these things to take money from gullible Biafrans. We're in charge of ESN. we are in charge of this and that. They went, if you see the picture, my sister, I cannot bring it here, of our children, our Biafran boys, that these people went and exposed to the governors. You know, these Southeastern governors, I don't know what is in their brain. He said here the governors told them to bring ESN so that they will be paying them, only to take these terrorists in uniform to go and buy all our brothers there. But these ones are not the Biafra Liberation Army. Those are the fake ESN people they are controlling, using them to extort money from those who still donate money to them.
If they are not, going to relocate them to another place and then begin to continue their trouble. But we are waiting for them, and we are ready for them. And while we are on this, I am appealing to the governors of the Eastern region. From, in fact, not only the Eastern region now, I mean the whole of the Eastern region, the Biafran states, from Ebonyi to Delta to Bayelsa to Rivers and name it, all of you, all your governors, what I'm asking you to do tonight, as your state governor, I know that you will not fail your people, that your name, that the poor people will continue to talk about you. Anambra State Governor, that the people will talk about you. Enugu State Governor, Ebonyi State, Delta State, Rivers State, all of you.
Let me then show you, play for you the video that the governor of Anambra State, where he was confirming his relationship with these people.
Of IPOB and all of that data. POB and all of that. Of IPOB and all of that.
This is the Anambra State Governor. The Anambra State Governor, Charles Soludo. That's his voice that I'm playing.
POB and all of that. But POB has come out and emphatically said it. And I believe that they are no longer part of this criminal death, as it were. And they are now working with us.
Have you heard it? He said that they are now working with us. They are now working with us. Everybody, you all know that it cannot be our prime minister working with Soludo. It is the same DOS, Chika Edozies, which I played his voice now, who said that the governors came to them, not the army now, but the governors came to them and said that they should bring ESN. I will replay that his voice. But listen to the governor of Anambra State.
They are working with us. Probably see their own pictures in the next few days, that the people are waiting to see what they can and cannot do to join us. And we called on them on the day of our inauguration. That if you are not part of this, the allegations of IPOB and
so my people, it's always good to play some of these things for our people to hear and understand that these DOS, they continue to be the problem we have in this struggle, but God will save us from their hands.
The governors came and said we should hand over Eastern Security Network to them so that they will be paying these young men salaries and put them on salary scale and rest. And now they feel that they have gotten all they want. These men, this camp has become the expendable for them. Now they were able suddenly to be able to go in and attack and destroy this. Of course, it's good.
You see, they went to the camp and attacked the camp where these people were staying. My people, the confession is very clear. You all know Chika Edozies' voice, and I played Charles Soludo. What is there is that every Biafra should remain strong. These people, they can never stop. One day they will come out and confess how they sold Onyendu. And I cannot wait for that day to come. Yes, I cannot wait for that day to come. He has said it all here, how the governors came and told them that they should bring ESN for them to put them on salary, only for them to go there and attack them with Boko Harams, people who are killing our own people. Every time these governors will be behaving like kids. Let me play the voice of this man mentioning the governors again, so that anybody that will hear this will believe that it is not just a game that we are playing. Sometimes they call us liars, sometimes they call us whatever they want to call us, but listen to this voice. Anybody that knows Chika Edozies,
they told us, they came to us and said we should, the governors came, not the army now. The governors came and said we should hand over Eastern Security Network to them so that they will be paying these young men salaries and put them on salary scale and the rest. And now they feel that they have gotten all they want. These men, this camp has become the expendable for them. Now they were able suddenly to be able to go in and attack and destroy this. Of course, it's good that they.
You see, he said that the governors came to them, not the army now, which means they work with the army, they work with the governors. And instead of the governors, they lied to them. They brought the boys, or they told them where the boys are for them to go and pay them. Rather, these governors arranged for military to go there and buy our boys. You can imagine. And they will tell you that is Biafra Liberation Camp. They cannot there. If they go close to Biafra Liberation Camp, none of them will go home. They won't. Famana, age dugafa to judgment. Mafaje na camp undi Biafra Liberation. If faje those fake ESN, fana a control. So my people, we are just watching these DOS people. These people have done a lot in Biafra land with the governors. I don't know where these governors will stay after their tenure as governors in the state house, because the atrocities that these people are committing in our homeland is just too much. Because when people are confessing like this, mentioning the governors did this and did that, you will understand that these governors, they knew what they are doing. They know very well that this terrorist army that they hired to go and buy those boys, that those boys are really Biafrans like themselves. But no, they prefer to go and get the Boko Haram in uniform. Yes, my sister said, child, confession time. The spirit of our land is dealing with them. Definitely, it is dealing with them. We are still looking out to hear about Governor of Imo State and the coup that he sponsored. We are waiting to hear what has, become of him. Because when you do something like this, you have your hand stained with blood of your own people. the land will never fail to expose you and to catch up with you. This is it, my people. I will leave you all here, and I will see you the same time tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Those of you who are able to join today, remember to like and share, subscribe to Betty4 TV. Anything I hear by way of update, I will definitely come willingly to do that. Biafra must come. It is Biafra or nothing. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he is doing the needful with his government, cabinet. So my people, pray for the release of our Onyendu and for the protection. Thank you, Zon. Thank you so much for joining. We are rounding up, but you can go and rewind the video and you will get the information. You know, I don't know if you get this, but let me play you the voice of Chika Edozies, if you recognize his voice.
They told us, they came to us and said we should, the governors came, not the army now. The governors came and said we should hand over Eastern Security Network to them so that they will be paying these young men salaries and put them on salary scale and the rest of it. And now they feel that they have gotten all they want. These men, this camp has become the expendable for them. Now they were able suddenly to be able to go in and attack and destroy this. Of course, it's good that they.
You see it? He said that the governors, not the military this time, which shows that he discusses both with the military and with the governors. So my people, you be the judge. How Onyendu got into their hands. This is the first step of their confession. Ani Igbo game kafa, you know, Faga confess say one by one. Etufasi wele Onyendu. They will one fine day. And this goes to show that they are the people holding our Onyendu, because they don't want Onyendu to come out and trace how everything happened to him. That's what they don't want. Because Sahara Reporter, I showed it here in one of my videos, where they went to ask Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not being released? He said that it's not in his hands, that it is Hope Uzodimma who said that they should leave Onyendu there. This is it. So the truth will be coming out one after the other. And whenever I hear any such news, I will not hesitate to bring it to your knowledge, and you listen to it, share it so that it goes viral. It's no longer the government holding our, okay, look at now, for instance, all the governors, they get their yearly budget. Look at what, do you think that Oti is doing everything he's doing in Abia State with his personal money? Of course not. He can't use his money to do all that. It is the budget money. So what of the other 4 or 5 states? River State, Cross River State, Enugu State, Anambra State, and the boy. Where is the money? They are not spending it to make the people happy. We are the ones keeping ourselves in darkness. Yes, because when they say that we Igbos, we don't love ourselves, it is people like this. The governors will tell Chika Edozies as the DOS boss that he is, to bring the ESN so that they will start paying them. And he will let them know where they are. They took terrorists in uniform, the military, to go there and buy Biafra boys. So you can imagine all this. From Oti doing what he's doing under 1 year, to the governors calling this very man to bring ESN so that they will start paying them salary, only to take the terrorists there to go and buy Biafran children. Whether they are fake ESN or not, they are real Biafrans. So we are in trouble with this DOS IPOB Nigeria. They are causing a lot of confusion in that country with the governors. I will leave you here, my people. This is really annoying me. I'm so angry to hear all this. And when you think about it deeply, how a Biafran man, because you are a governor, you go and bring Boko Haram repented in military to come and buy your own blood brothers. I see you people the same time tomorrow. I feel like crying. I'm telling you, it's so painful. I don't know why these governors are behaving like this. I just don't know why. Yeah? Those people, they have pride now. They have mothers. Some of them have wives and children. Yeah? I don't know what these governors are doing in Southeast. I just don't know. My people, good night from me. I love you all. Bye. I'm angry.